The biggest story of the night, though, belongs to that man, Blake Snell, the no-hitter with the Giants to also collect his first win of the season. Obviously, it's been quite a wild ride for Snell. If you go back to that must-win Game 6 of the World Series, Snell was pulled fifth inning, 9 strikeouts, just 2 hits allowed, with the Rays leading the Dodgers 1-0. They would go on to lose that game 3-1. Then, last year, Snell was dominant with the Padres, led the majors with a 2.25 ERA, threw 234 strikeouts, tied for the third most in the majors, and he became the 7th pitcher to win a Cy Young in both the American and the National Leagues. Then came this season, and Snell struggled early on with the Giants. He went winless in his first 8 starts prior to the All-Star break. But he's flipped the switch. We talked about that a little bit with Eduardo. But since in the last couple of games, 26 strikeouts, just 2 hits allowed in his last 2 games. Blake Snell with the no-hitter. It's his first in his career, the first win of the season, and his first win as a Giant. He is the 6th pitcher in the last 50 years to pick up his first win with the franchise via the no-no. Obviously, the last to do it before Snell, Tyler Gilbert, 3 years ago. That was with the Diamondbacks.
What a way to get that first career victory with his new club. It's the biggest story in sports at the moment, and the man that authored it, Blake Snell, is with us here on SportsCenter tonight. It's great to have you here. Nicole just ran through all your superlatives. I just want to ask where this individual moment, you've won a couple Cy Youngs, you've pitched in the World Series, you've got a no-hitter. Where does tonight rank?
I don't know. It's up there. I know that. First time I've gone 9 innings, so that's pretty impressive to do a no-hitter. It's up there. The Cy Youngs are probably ahead because that's a collective year, but it definitely feels good.
As we try to get your picture back here, we got a little bit of a technical difficulty. Can you still hear me here, Blake?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Cool. We're going to have you here. Keep talking. Thanks for being with us. Quick couple things for you. You mentioned it. Nicole and I were almost as blown away by the stat that you hadn't ever pitched a complete game or gotten out of the 8th or gone to the 9th as we were on pitching the no-hitter. What do you make of the fact that somebody of your repute has not gone the distance until tonight and arguably your biggest individual start ever?
Yeah, I think I have really good stuff, power pitcher, so there's usually a lot of foul balls, and then even I'm known to throw balls as well, and have a lot of 2-2, 3-2 counts. So I've kind of been changing that this year, more so in the last 5 starts. Been a lot more focused on attacking the zone and getting ahead of hitters and trying to put them away quickly. So I think it's working.
It's definitely working. Nicole ran through
He thinks it's working. No, it's working.
She's right. She ran through your stats from your last 3 starts. Tonight might get people to notice, but you've been on fire as of late. A couple of things for you here as we watched you go through 114 pitches, history on the line. Nicole mentioned when you got pulled after 6 innings of the 2020 World Series after basically pitching as well as anybody had in the 2020 World Series. How much of you there was essentially saying, there is no way I am coming out of this game right now? You'd actually been pulled from 3 previous no-hit bids in your career.
No-hitters. Yeah, well aware of it, and it's because of pitches. Just, I'm at 105, I'm at 110. There's just so many through 6 innings, 7 innings. So just what I've been doing lately, getting ahead, trying to put hitters away with 4 pitches or less. It's starting to come together and starting to become a better pitcher, and I'm really getting excited about it. So for this to happen is crazy. It hasn't really hit me or sunk in, but when I get home tonight and I'm alone and thinking about it, I'll be pretty excited, I'm guessing.
Last couple of things for you here real quick. You signed really late. You've had a couple stints on the IL with the groin injury. I know it's been frustrating for you. I know it's been frustrating for the team, frankly. How would you describe your journey from just signing late, expedited spring training to where you are now with the adversity you've gone through?
Yeah, just learning, growing through it. Stuff's going to happen, the way you don't want it. It's not all going to be perfect. So learn from it and find ways to get better. And when you struggle, embrace it, learn from it, because there's so much good that comes from it at the end.
And last thing, what's your phone look like right now?
It's just buzzing nonstop. So Yeah, that's it's in my pocket, and I'm not gonna look at it. So I got a couple calls to make, and then I'm gonna relax.
Or I'll tell you what, you can look at it now because this thing is over. You got to get to business replying to those hundreds of people that have hit you up. Congratulations, you, Dylan Cease, and Blanco have made baseball history this year. It's the third no-hitter in MLB this season, the 18th of the Giants' history, and the first of your career. Enjoy it tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Eduardo Perez, history-making night for Blake Snell. When you were watching it, how do you think he got it done?
He got it done by throwing first pitch strikes. I mean, he started the game off with 3 strikeouts in the first inning. And Nicole, it was really impressive because he was able to hit his fastball, hit his curveball real well. I mean, the first 2 guys he struck out looking at was on 6 pitches. The next guy struck out was on 4 pitches. He threw a total of 11 pitches. But strike 1 for Blake Snell was key tonight. He was able to attack the first 13 hitters. I repeat, the first 13 hitters, he started with strike 1. And when Blake Snell has his fastball, curveball, also his changeup going, it's tough to hit. He also had the slider going and threw that at a 4% rate, but it was mostly fastball, curveball, and it was just really impressive. Getting ahead 0-1 for Blake Snell. He was dominant the entire night. Struck out the side again in the 4th inning. Only had to throw 12 pitches in that inning, and he was just absolutely on fire, locating well, arm side and glove side tonight. It was really tough to barrel him up.
He basically had his entire arsenal in this one tonight, and you heard him say in that post-game interview before he was knocked on the head that he's been feeling better the last 4 starts. But in the last 2 in particular, 15 innings pitched, 2 hits allowed, obviously none of them tonight, 0 earned, and he struck out 26. So when you look at what he's been able to do in these last couple of starts, what is it that has been working for him?
I think it's confidence, and let's not forget, he was a late signee this year. He was the most dominant pitcher in the second half of the season last year in St. Louis. He signs late. It takes him time to get first acclimated. Then what happened is he gets hurt, so he had a setback. Then all of a sudden he comes back. He starts throwing with authority. The velocity is up. He maxed out today at 98.4 miles per hour. And look, this is a guy right now that knows that he belongs. But the key to all of this is, and he even said it in the postgame, you know, I felt tired after the 7th, but I looked up and I said, you better wake up. And this is ace material, waking up right there. He saw Logan Webb do it in his last outing, an hour and 15-minute complete game. Then all of a sudden, Blake Snell does it tonight. Complete game, a no-hitter, first complete game of his career. First time he even goes to the 8th inning. Look, San Francisco Giants, a team that was concerned and probably had him on the block, seeing if there were any feelers for the trade deadline, are really happy right now they have Blake Snell on their side. Let
me go back to something you just said about it's his confidence. How is this something that someone like Snell, I mean, he's the reigning Cy Young winner, like all of the success that he has had in his career. How is that something that somebody at this point in his career is still struggling with at times where we can see it then on the field?
Well, twice he's won the Cy Young Award, and think about this. We already said that he has never gotten to 8 innings because that's quote-unquote today's baseball. Well, guess what? Blake Snell can do it now, and I think that's a major hurdle that he has, and that will feed into his confidence in a major way. Look, that embrace right there that you see is going to probably happen, maybe not in no-hitters, but in complete game shakes of hands. He knows how to do it now. And having conversations with so many pitchers from today and so many pitchers, especially in the past, there's an art to be able to get through lineups, not only twice, but 3 times. And Blake Snell was able to do that with dominance.
Obviously, his career is long from being over, but there are the ups, there are the downs in everyone's career. You cannot be in this game without having that. The down would be being pulled in the 6th inning of the 2020 World Series. Obviously, this is a high. When you look at his career as a whole, what do you think it's going to look like when it's all said and done?
I'll tell you what, though. Blake Snell right now he just checked a mark that not a lot of people thought he could do. Everybody thought he was a 5-6 inning guy because he always had to get outs with a lot of pitches. Well, tonight he did something that he had not done. 11 pitches in the 1st inning, 14 in the 2nd, 12 and 12 in the 3rd and 4th inning. and then comes back with 16, 17. But the most impressive part was that he threw in the last 3 innings a total of less than 30 pitches. And that right there tells you that he was able to seal the deal, being able to get outs early, didn't get enamored with the strikeout, was enamored more with contact. He had 9 flyouts, 2 ground ball outs, and yes, the 10 strikeouts, but they came at a minimal cost of less than 46 pitches.
Eduardo, did you call in via FaceTime?
I did not. I can't give you the love like I did last time.
Darn it! Killing me, Smalls. That's Eduardo Perez.